In this video, I'll be adding even more stuff to break in my lab. Although most of my applications run in my Kubernetes cluster, I do have a need for a hypervisor to run my firewall, to run some of my Jenkins nodes, and some Windows servers. Hi, I'm Mo, and welcome to the Code Lab. Today, I'm configuring a cluster in Proxmox and adding a host to it. Proxmox is a virtualization platform like ESXi, Xen Server, and Hyper-V. It is my favorite since there's a big community and a lot of adoption going on. I've been using the HP EliteDesk 800 G3 mini PC, which has an Intel Core i5, 32 gigs of RAM, and a 256 gig SSD drive, which I've been happy with so far. So what I did is I bought another one so I can add it and keep the same hardware to my Proxmox cluster. So the first thing to do is to go into BIOS and turn on virtualization technology so that the hardware can be shared with different workloads, since Proxmox can run virtual servers and also containers. The other thing I had to do was to enable boot from USB so that I can boot from the flash drive that I created with Rufus that has the latest ISO for Proxmox. I'm not going to go over the installations of Proxmox since it's very easy to install, but drop me any questions you have and I'll answer them for you. So now that Proxmox is installed, I can check by going to the new host and checking that all the resources are showing up and there are no errors. I can do a quick check also on my previous host, the one that was set up before this video, to make sure everything looks okay, and I can start creating the cluster from here by going to Data Center, Cluster, and Create Cluster. It's as simple as getting creating a name for your cluster and selecting a free IP in your network. Once you get the okay from the task, you can get the join information, and at this point you can go to the new host and join it to this cluster. You do that by going into the new host that you just configured, go to Data Center, go to Cluster, and this time click Join. Add the join information from the main host and put the password for it. Once you get the okay, don't be alarmed, you're going to get a connection error. This is because your second host joined the cluster, but if you go back to the main host, you'll see that it was joined successfully. At this time, the last thing to do is migrating a VM so we make sure we have high availability. I'm picking this VM, clicking migrate, and making sure that it's going to the new host. I specifically picked this VM because I wanted the migration to happen with little downtime. So I configured this VM's disk to live in my network storage. As you can see, it happened really fast, and now I can go inside the VM and checking that services are up. That's it. This is the first step to having a virtual platform. I'll be creating more videos on how to automate deployments of servers, containers, virtual networks, container volumes, and more in upcoming videos. So keep an eye out, and thanks for watching.